Welcome back. A Namibian delegation led by Minister of Information, Communication and Technology, Dr. Peya Mushelenga, is in Barcelona, Spain, participating in the Mobile World Congress, Barcelona 2023, which commenced on Monday. The delegation, consisting of the ministry's Executive Director, Dr. Audrin Mathe, as well as Mobile Telecommunications Limited Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Licky Erastus, and also MTC's Head of Digital Transformations, Nawa, Likando, is expected to attend several events during the conference. To give us more detail on what is happening at the conference is the Minister of ICT, Dr. Peya Mushelenga. Dr. Mushelenga, good evening and welcome to the Daily Roundup.
Yes, good evening.
Talk to us about the World Mobile Congress, Doctor, and the importance of this.
The World Mobile Congress is an annual event that is organized by telecommunication operators world over, which discuss, among others, issues related to telecommunications and digitalizations, new technologies, emerging technologies, and so forth.
Doctor, what is the Namibia going to be gaining, from the Mobile World Congress? Perhaps you can talk to us about that.
Well, Namibia stands to gain a lot because, as I said, it discusses a lot of things. For example, there are sessions about cybersecurity. You just know that we are busy formulating the cybersecurity bill. There are discussions on digital transformation. There are discussions on 5Gs. We are yet to start adopting the 5G in Namibia. So there's quite a lot to learn from shared experiences with other countries and so forth.
As you just mentioned, the Congress is being observed under the theme 5G, FinTech, OpenNet and Cloud Technology. Is Namibia ready for the implementation of 5G? And are we on par with the rest of the world that seems to be gearing up for 6G?
Well, Namibia is ready. As you know, we had tasked the CREN to undertake a study on the impact of 5G on the economy and on the environment. And the report had been submitted to the ministry. And we have made a submission to Cabinet, which had approved the 5G strategy. Now it is just for the CREN to work out modalities for the implementation of the strategy.
There's a lot of fake news and myths associated with 5G, Doctor. How does the ministry and its stakeholders, plan on tackling this?
Well, as you said, a lot of fake news and myths. We do not believe in fake news. We do not believe in myths. We believe in scientific evidence. It is the same thing when we had the COVID-19 vaccination. There were a lot of myths and fake news, misinformation and disinformation, but we were able to go on with the campaigns in order to roll out the vaccination. The same manner we are going on with the implementation of the 5G.
Dr. Mushelenga, talk to us about some of the topics of interest that is being discussed at the Congress.
Well, of particular interest, as I said, was the 5G. Also of particular interest is the issue of cybersecurity. As you know, there are a lot of cyber attacks. Our business people have, over the past years, suffered as a result of cyber crime. We are busy with legislation in order to combat cyber attacks in our country, in our system.
And talk to us about how Namibia is, positioning herself in keeping up with the ever-evolving technology. We also know, in light of the fact that digitalization is, of course, inevitable.
Yes. Namibia is positioning itself, working closely with the regulator, who is CRAN, and operators. First, we would like to reach the 100% network coverage in the country. But also, we are talking to suppliers because it is one thing to have coverage, it is another to access the gadgets. So, we are also talking about suppliers to look into the pricing of the gadgets so that they are affordable by people, because these are the digitalization is something that has become of particular importance for the use by learners, particularly when they do their homework, they need to search for this and that information.
Well, Doctor, perhaps any final remarks you'd like to leave us with, and you can perhaps also tell us if there are some resolutions that have come from the Congress thus far, and how Namibia plans, to implement.
Well, the Congress is still ongoing. It has not yet come to an end. If there are resolutions, it will be the end of the Congress. But suffice to say that we should prepare ourselves as a country, both from the side of the government and the private sector, to embrace new technologies in order to advance our economy.
Dr. Mushelenga, thank you so much for taking time out to speak to us. Please do stay safe and enjoy the rest of the Congress.
Welcome.
That was the Minister of ICT, Dr. Peya Mushelenga, speaking to us all the way from Spain, Barcelona.